I've always had a fascination with monsters. I grew up as a massive fan of Ben 10, quickly became a fan of Pokemon. Then as I grew older, my interests expanded to the likes of Undertale, Pikmin, and especially Yokai Watch. And one day, 7 months ago, I walked into the shower and decided I wanted to make a collection of monsters too. So I got to drawing. I wasn't planning on making it an actual game, but I filled in some basic mechanics and stats to help contextualize the creatures. I managed to make 158 of them, then put them all in a document to show off to my friends. And the reception was better than I ever could have imagined. They really wanted to see this turn into an actual game, and I was invested in the world I'd created at that point, so I went for it. These past 7 months, I've been building a gameplay prototype for the game I'm calling Ponpai. A few days ago, a friend recommended that I started making devlogs for the game. I thought it was a good idea, and obviously I'm making them as evidenced by this video's existence. But because I'm not starting from the very beginning like many other devlogs, I wanted to make a video introducing what I've done so far, how the game is going to play and all that. My current gameplay prototype is on itch.io, so if you want to play it for yourself, the link will be in the description. You'll have a team of 6 creatures, called Ponpai, to battle with. An enemy Ponpai will come in groups of either 3 or 6. Both teams will have 3 Ponpai out on the field at a time. Ponpai are sorted by speed, the fastest ones getting to move first. Your Ponpai can move around the field, then end their turn with either an attack, use of an item, or swapping out with a Ponpai from the back. Every Ponpai has exactly 3 attacks. Attacks can be used to damage opponents, heal teammates, change stats, or any number of things. On top of that, each attack has an area of effect, meaning your position on the field matters a lot. Some attacks shift their area of effect based on where the Ponpai is, and some won't move at all. Some attacks create stage traps, turning a certain tile into one of 3 things. A charm, which heals the Ponpai standing on it, a hazard, which damages them, and a barrier, which prevents them from moving on it at all. Ponpai will also have a class determined by their species. The classes mean that any Ponpai, as long as they have HP left, will give everyone on their team a small stat boost. The stat that increases is determined by the specific class. Those in the Muscle class will increase physical attack, Chaos Ponpai will increase special attack, Swing will boost stat increasing attacks, and so on. Most of the items are what you would expect. You can give food to your Ponpai to heal them mid-battle. But you also have a special item, the Coin Purse. Using it, you can bribe opponents into lowering their HP, or your own Ponpai into raising theirs. But not only does this drain your in-game wallet, the cost increases by $5 every time you use it in a single fight, so it's meant to be a last resort. Ponpai is a monster collecting game, meaning you can recruit any enemy onto your team. Well, that's the plan anyway. The code is almost finished, but I still need to iron out some issues, so you won't be able to befriend anyone just yet. But what would a game like this be if it was just battles? It also has an overworld, where you can talk to people and get into fights. I've set up several options in the pause menu: change team, change positions, bestiary, and save game. Change team lets you organize which Ponpai are taking with you into battle, as well as apply nicknames. Since I don't have a proper befriending system yet, I've given the player nearly every Ponpai currently in the game by default. You may also notice the Ponpai labeled Mascot. That's sort of the 7th member of your team. Although they can't participate in battle, they can still gain experience from it. Experience is also something I haven't properly added yet. Change positions lets you choose where your Ponpai will appear at the start of battles. The Bestiary is a collection of information about all the Ponpai in the game, similar to the Pokédex. As you battle Ponpai, their entries will automatically be added. In the prototype, I've set it up so that fighting them will give you all the information about them, but in the final game I'll have it so fighting them gives you limited info, and befriending them gives you the full package. That's just about everything I currently have. If you want to try it out for yourself, the link will be in the description. Otherwise, look forward to the next devlog, where I'll be introducing a leveling system. Thanks for watching.